Good morning and welcome to Mornings with Sue, my 9 a.m. daily weekday live show. And today I will talk about the second part of how to attract the best employees. And yesterday I was talking about the first part, and today I will talk about the second part, which is let them know what they're getting into. So yesterday we were talking all about pay. And today I'm going to talk about job description and really opening it up to letting your future employees, your prospects, letting them know what they're really getting into. Because first, when I considered being a dog walker, I didn't know everything that really went into. You had your own experience walking your own dog, but it's still kind of different working as a company or working, I'm sure, like for a company. So I want to talk briefly about that. So, of course, the main things you first want to make sure when you write the job description is that you have the prerequisites. So that would be availability. So if you're looking for a Monday through Friday dog walker, that would be from like 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. or 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. Or if you're looking for a pet sitter or cat sitter, you would have to know, like let's say dog sitter first, you would have to let them know that they have to work in the morning, during midday or evening, or have any kind of those like shifts available that you wouldn't be able to fill on a regular. And for cat sitter, same thing goes like that you have to say, okay, you should be available in the morning and in the evening if there are 2 cat visits or whatever your availability really is, like what you need from them to be available for. Then of course that they need a car unless you are in a city. Lucky you, because then you don't necessarily need a car. You can just get around by subway. But in the suburbs, in the rural area, you do need a car. You do need a car insurance. So make sure that they have their own car insurance, because if something happens, at least their car insurance could take some of it. I mean, there are some legal issues if they're getting into an accident between visits. So there are a lot of things as an employer you should look into to make sure that you are covered and that they're covered as well, of course, because you want the best for your employees as well. And then, of course, you want to make sure that they have experience with dogs, that they have experience with cats. So those are kind of like the prerequisites that they should have in order to work for you. And then there is a difference between a job description and then getting on the phone with them once those prerequisites are met. You can certainly let them know already in the job offer, job ad, what the bad things about dog walking are and what the good things about dog walking are. I currently advertise more of the good things because then I'm on the phone and I'm kind of like selling them on the job. So but of course you do want to be completely honest. You can already put this in the ad that you have to pick up poop, that you might have to work in the winter. I mean, definitely if your dog walk all around, that you have to drive in the winter if you're in a suburban rural area, that you have to work in 90, 95 degrees days and you're getting really sweaty, you're getting really hot, you have to hydrate all day. You have to be a problem solver because they cannot call you in an emergency situation. They just have to figure out certain things just really quick by themselves if they pop up. So those are the things you should definitely discuss with your potential new employee. So this is really in the job description. Put also, of course, that there are a lot of cuddles, a lot of kisses. I mean, this is the most amazing job if you love dogs. This is the most amazing job in the world because you're around dogs. If you love cats, you're around cats. So there's really not much to actually say negative about it, but the stuff that comes with it. So if you're in a winter area, that there is snow, that you have to drive in the snow, that it might get slippery, stuff like that, and you have to pick up poop. But if you ever had a dog, you shouldn't have a problem picking up poop. So let me just see, because okay, my life went on Instagram. That's okay. So anyway, so make sure that the job description is concise, but it's thorough at the same time. So if you don't want to put all the negative stuff in there, that's completely fine in the beginning. Just let them know, that you have to do the regular things as a dog walker, like picking up poop and stuff. But be very concise, because nobody wants to read through a whole like 3 big paragraphs. Try to make bullet points and be very concise in just really laying out what the job entails and what you need from them. And the biggest part is, of course, once you are actually an employer or you have decided to bring employees on board or independent contractors, you want to have a great company culture. So make this your biggest selling point. I make it my biggest selling point because it's true. Our employees are literally becoming like our family. So we are hugging each other, we're supporting each other. If they need off really on the last minute notice, then that's fine with us, because we know, if we can cover, of course, that that's completely fine with us, because we know that they're there for us. So it's kind of like we're there for us, like, you know, like friends. I mean, it's still an employee-employer relationship, but the great company culture, not just talking about it like those big companies are doing it, but are actually, you actually create that family culture. I definitely highly recommend doing that. Okay, so that should be it. So make sure that they know what they're getting into, the negatives and the positives and everything in between, and you will be golden. Don't, at least, you don't have to put anything in everything in a job description, just like I said, but you should, at least the first time you talk to them, be completely blunt about them, what the pay is, what the job entails. They should definitely know. So if they are they have some kind of walking assistance, or they cannot really hold, you know, like 50, 60, 70 pounds of dog weight, they cannot really hold back, then that's not a job for them. So be completely honest. Don't just put a warm body in there, but put somebody who is equipped to do the job and has fun to do the job, and is not every day thinking, oh my God, that particular client and the dog pulls and so on. So make sure you really are completely blunt. On the flip side, you have the choice as an employer. I'm always emphasizing that you can choose your clients. So if you have a potential client who has a dog that pulls all the time and is 80 pounds of full body weight, then you might want to consider not taking on that client. Just a little tip there. So make it safe and make it fun for you, for your employees, for your whole company. Okay, I'll leave you with this today, and tomorrow we'll talk about the third part, about getting, like, you knowing what you're getting into. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Have a great day.